Welcome aboard. Today we're hopping on the rail runner from Albuquerque to Santa Fe. As the desert landscape rolls by, we'll take in those big open skies and the mountain views that make this route so unique. Once we arrived in Santa Fe, it was time to explore downtown. From the historic plaza and unique architecture to local art, culture, and of course some incredible southwestern food. So come along with us today as we share our day visiting this amazing town.
With wines, pines, and canines, you'll feel right at home.
Good afternoon from Santa Fe, New Mexico, and welcome to the channel. Linda and I are on a multi-week trip from North Carolina out to Zion National Park. We had a stop in Albuquerque and we didn't expect to spend a long time here, but we've allowed almost a week now.
We loved visiting this area on our way out to Zion, so on our way home to North Carolina, we decided to spend a few more days here. And this time, Santa Fe was on our to-do list. And the easiest way to get to Santa Fe from Albuquerque has to be the Rail Runner. This 90-minute train ride runs multiple times a day between these two cities. In today's video, we're going to talk about our experience with the train. We're going to give you some tips for getting around Santa Fe, and we're going to show you some of the spots we visited. While Albuquerque is only a 1-hour drive from Santa Fe, we were excited to learn that there was a train that we could take instead. The New Mexico Rail Runner runs daily between Belen, Albuquerque, and Santa Fe. Trains run every 1 to 2 hours, with tickets ranging from $2 to $11 depending on how many zones you go through. We chose the Mantano location as it was an easy drive from where we were staying and it had free parking.
We left on the 9:44 a.m. train to avoid all the morning traffic and arrived later at Santa Fe at 11:15. There were only a few people on the train at this time, which allowed us plenty of room to move around and the ability to grab a table that had outlets for all of our iPhones. There was no concession on the train, but you can bring your own food and drink.
And over the next 90 minutes, we sat back as the train took us through the New Mexico countryside, making a number of stops along the way. Once arriving at the depot, we exited the train and located the visitor center.
Here you'll find restrooms and helpful information to make the most of your time in Santa Fe.
And if you have the time, make sure to check out the rail yard. Here you will find a number of restaurants and shopping, including an REI. Plus, Santa Fe also has a shuttle system you can pick up here, which we will talk about in a few minutes. But as the downtown area was only a short walk away, and we had 5 hours before our return train left, we started walking.
Santa Fe is a unique town unlike any other we've visited, and over the next few minutes we'll show you 6 of our favorite stops. As it was noon, it was time for our first stop. Tia Sophia's is famous for their breakfast, and they are the inventor of the breakfast burrito. But that will have to be next time, as lunch was on the menu today.
Tostados.
You had the special of the day, which is the
chalupa. With guacamole.
From there, it was a short walk to the Central Plaza. And while we did miss it, as it is tucked away, here is where you will find the Palace of the Governors. This was built in 1610 and is the oldest continuously used public building in the United States. But you likely won't be able to miss our second must-do. The Cathedral Basilica of St. Francis is a historic landmark known for its striking Romanesque design.
We continued walking and admiring the architecture that is synonymous with Santa Fe and came to spot number 3. The San Miguel Mission, built around 1610, is considered the oldest church in the United States. It features original adobe walls, a historic bell, and centuries of cultural history.
And here, by the other visitor center in town, is where we picked up the trolley. And this is our tip to get the most out of your visit. When you exit the train, the trolley stop is right around the corner.
It's free and will take you around the popular areas of Santa Fe with a few spots you can get on and off. We picked it up outside the visitor center in downtown and found we had it all to ourselves, so we got a private tour of some of the most famous buildings in the city.
So if you are visiting on a hot day or with kids, or maybe just want to take a break, it's a great way to see what Santa Fe has to offer while riding in comfort.
The driver was very knowledgeable, and this is where we learned of two other must-dos that we had overlooked.
Right by the Mission was a sign that pointed us to the oldest house in America.
And the state capitol has an amazing building full of architectural detail and artwork that is also free to the public.
Now, Santa Fe also has a Georgia O'Keeffe Museum as well as many other art galleries. But we ran out of time, so we headed over to stop number 6 for a few glasses at Gruet Winery.
And then it was time to head back for our return train.
And this is where we went wrong. We picked the 4:15 train to return, and it was packed.
Plus, we got back to Albuquerque at exactly rush hour, so next time we would definitely choose a later return time.
And if you're planning a camping stay in Albuquerque like us, check out our video on Nomadland RV Park. Who would have thought a storage unit could get 5 stars?
And this is also right next door to Bosque Brewing, which is how we wrapped up our day.
Thanks for watching.